Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Christmas is about to be ready to go for the third week of December in today's weekly challenge on Gran Turismo 7. It's the most wonderful time of the year. We'll have to get myself prepared to have a 5-car selection with Christmas themed livery that also to go for the DIY selection. But here we have the first one in Alsage test course in reverse direction on European Sunny Cup 400, followed by in 2 districts in Tokyo Expressway at the south clockwise for the Lightweight K Cup and east clockwise for the Nissan GTR Cup. Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix layout for the Ferrari Circuit Challenge, and here we have round 2 for the World Group C Racing Championship at Watkins Glen Long Course. And plus, 3 credit tickets are now being featured to go for the payday by having 100,000, 200,000, and 500,000 Gran Turismo credit will give an equal for a grand total of 800,000 as the main part of the prize. So I bet you guys really might need to have your favorite cars with Christmas themed liveries whenever you like to be welcome to come here and have 5 races. We'll have to go racing up and give a good holly jolly racing Christmas for the holidays. So better be ready and get set to go participate. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for the Christmas weekly challenge. I always love having Christmas for every year, viewers, just to have a time of the year and spend time with friends and family to go with the caring and sharing to have a nice way of positivity. But joy to the competition, and this will have to be featured to go for only one classic road car, is the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Coupe 1954 will be ready up and have a one theme of the Christmas festive style will have to be entered on Alsage test course in European Sunny Cup 400 on race number 1. But good thing I just designed myself from last year, and this year we'll have to go for the main part of the racing participation to go with some few parts just in case to have one full control computer is now being setting up by 100% by 224 horsepower and have a sports hard compound tires is now being stationed and marked for the calculation at 466.93 performance point. After all, the holiday just had to get yourself prep up and go improve with driving racing strategy to have a one way to go achieve in 3rd position or higher, just to have a fun of joy and giving for all Gran Turismo players out there to have some 5 races will be initially to go for this time, and that will give a good holly jolly racing competition to go for the classic and make it much more vintage in style to be racing up on the Sunny Cup European Edition. But good thing my racing outfit just to have a festive style to go for the nighttime and make it much more early morning to go by rolling start. Then let's go for the classic 300 SL Coupe Christmas livery. We'll take the 8th position until 3 seconds to go green, and oh what fun is to ride, and one good classic road car will do the overtake with 7 European hatchbacks and compact cars. First turn clear. Got to be strategized and go deaccelerate when you're on turn 2. Very good to overtake the Mini Cooper S 2005. Then here comes both Volkswagen Polo GTI 2014s. That's one for the black and one for the white. Sector 1 check and go hill climb to take the 3rd and 4th turn to go steep up and have the apex to keep it centered on formation. Got to stay focused on the 2016 Renault Sport Clio 220 EDC Trophy on the 3rd position, and I have a good eye on Bosby Beer Boris and Coque Lopez on the 1st and 2nd position. Hairpin coming in, just have to keep it nice and neat, and daybreak is about to go on the morning. First lap clear, and here comes the 2nd lap. We'll be going on the way by having a first lap faster by 1 minute, 1.547 seconds. Okay, very good to have 2 hatchbacks and 1 classic is going for the outside. But some say that previous of my content video always had to need to be fixed and go fixed by new. Just only had to be treated as a toy, but things may get broken, it'll have to be fixed and get back up to be make it look as new. Just to have my own way and have all the other content video to become as a complete edition. especially for the lap time challenges that I just did so far out there from 2023, and the next wave will have to be set by 2024 by the main focus. But recently, I just already took by one of them is the Trial Mountain Circuit for the Toyota Supra GT500 1997 with the UDRS Inspirtech livery back then. But all that hard work makes me I just really have to do on labor just to have daytime and nighttime to go by a planned major upcoming content video to have my own development. So here comes the third and final lap. This was to give a good joy and feel the classic to see the 300 SL will give a good festive holiday cheer. Faster lap time update by a minute with a decimal of 0.792 seconds. So here it goes. Got to keep it nice and neat and have the third and fourth turn to go climbing up on the elevation. But I'm always have to be treated my content video to become as my own personal toys. Just like kids who really have their own toys, but especially for YouTubers have their own kind of a content videos to be treated as toys. But just for me, just everything going to be creative. So here comes the final turn to take the full stretch, and here is the checkered flag is now going festive cheer and first position on the golden solid. Piece of cake. And good on the classic for the holiday has everything to be learned and go old-fashioned. But you guys really might need to try out with my Christmas themed livery for this year. It's only just for fun and have some first on impression to have a good experience. So for the total time is 3 minutes, decimal of 0.745 seconds, and faster lap time by lap number 3, 58.406 seconds. Good. And the one holiday race event tail is about to be finished, and my racing outfit to go festive in the full red trim on the green. So that's 10,500 credits and go adding up or having a driving marathon to be prep up and go tested by 4.3 miles after I just do some minor warm up by 10.9. But some say that 100,000 Gran Turismo credit to be received by having a 1 green check mark, and also to be having a proper warm-up just to have a first hands-on experience and give it much more propositional to be an experience and have some good road cars just like you're about to do a time trial practice. First replay is up. Now gonna have to be at the playback position to go adjust it by around between lap number 2 or lap number 3. Now let's try 2 minutes and just have to go for a perspective of the view. Okay, here it is right now. Take place until at the end of the second lap and go to the third lap. Just to see how a classic Christmas livery for the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Coupe 1954 is very more iconic and very good classic popular. But this one on the other hand, which is very good to have a captured thumbnail image to have a saved content replay. So you see, it's all about creativity just for fun and have your favorite cars with custom livery, especially Christmas as well. So now, it's up to Tokyo Expressway and give a detour to be proceed onto race number 2 and race number 3 to be added as an extra. But good thing, Nissan GTR Cup in the East District and go for the South District in Lightweight K Cup. But I'm about to show you guys something to be well planned up and have some 2 variation on the Suzuki Cappuccino 1991. Just make it like a good candy cane style to be having a 1 base color on the white and both of them to be trimmed on the red and green. But different performance points and give it much more custom exterior parts without a wide body kit. But if possible, just have to give one permission just for me and have the other Gran Turismo players will have to give it for an ask. But I bet you guys might have to give a good hands-on experience to have which one is which. Go for the red or go for the green candy cane variation on the Suzuki Cappuccino 1991. But I'll have to go with a red one instead, and that will bring out to have a 399.79 is now being checked, and go for the 3-lap challenge will be take place in nighttime. But some say that Santa Claus is coming to Tokyo Expressway, and I bet the spectators are really gonna have to see some good racing to stay up late, and that will have to make sure to have their kids will have to be keep sleeping on nighttime before Christmas Day on the 25th. That is how the third week of December for the weekly challenges, just to have a good participation, to have 5 events and 3 gifts for only a credit ticket for each amount of Gran Turismo credits. Alright, all set? Then let's go for a lightweight K car on the Suzuki Cappuccino Candy Cane style livery by 3 seconds and go slipstream by the faster who had to climb up between 3rd position or higher. And we're up. First turn might have to go for a 4th gear speed of requirement until the brake zone is coming in. Just have to find a good line, then drive, have a good race with the Cappuccino. Well, you know, just have to do a different kind of a song, similar references to holiday Christmas music. But I kinda say that could be quite giving a good theme of the music that related to the Suzuki Cappuccino in the Christmas theme style. But that will have to put that one onto the list. So the strategy will have to go up and have the first sector clear, then moving on in sector number 2. So let's ho on the hairpin, then pull out the brake, and I have a good eye on Mikhail Hessal, Patrick Basson, and Kilian Ponder on the 10th through the 12th position. This one to take the push and go clean overtake is now being part of the nice list. So let's see how it goes. 2 Daihatsu Koppen 2002 and the Suzuki Cappuccino on the 10th position to go by frontline. Got to go clear up the pace, and 1 Candy Cane Cappuccino is on the 11. Very good. Now entered on the tunnel straightaway to go up and keep the curves. Gap distance, we'll always have to keep a good push out there to have enough parts, and an anti-lag system will be set into strong by having a low turbocharged RPM. This will have to get much more proper on the brake, and then the chicane, we'll always have to keep it careful without taking too much pressure on speed bumps. So going overtake on Derucci at the 10, moving on forward to catch up to Ponder in the 9th position. Got to keep it nice and tight and regain control on the recovery. There we go. Got to take the middle, then overtake Jonathan Wong is now going clean pass and suitable for having a one good part of the nice list. 7 more cars to go on the K car, and first lap clear by moving up in lap number 2. 2 minutes, 19.536 seconds on the faster lap record. Okay, just have to find a good line, just drive, have a good race with the Cappuccino. Okay, ho, overtake on Kawakami, currently driving on the 1991 Honda Beat. Now, next up, Ryota Kokobun along with Koke Lopez and the rest of the group are about to go in by Sector 2 once again in the second time. Okay, just had to give a Merry Christmas hairpin turn on the way. Okay, keep it nice and careful. Just watch the livery paint job when the other opponents are in the way. It could take long, and the slipstream might have to go faster up and bring out the torque of the feedback respawn. But talk about having some additional tuning to go increase with aerodynamics, we'll be doing much more better ways and keep up the good speed acceleration. Okay, it's about to go a little bit boxed in. Just have to go lighter on the brake and lighter on the slipstream to keep it much more maintained respawn. So I bet Santa Claus is cruising around in the sky at Tokyo Expressway, but sometimes the holiday just had to keep a good watchful eye out on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Okay, there you go, just had to stay on the fib, just almost there, and total gap by 9.1 seconds to go. Okay, just had to go past on Yamanaka's current position. Now Kevinham on the third. This will have to go suitable to hold down the line and keep up the third position to go example on the main objective. The faster it gets, the longer it will take, as Igor Fraga just took the faster lap time until being updated to have the same time in 2 minutes and 17 seconds. So there you go, perfect match without decimal on the numbers. Just have to dive on back at turn 1, keep it straight, and keep it handful on the improvement. So almost there to catch up to Minasono's current position by the second. This will go down in the silver on the spot. This could get a hard race out there, viewers. This will have to give a gold record by the first in race 1, and race number 2 will give it much more silver. Alright, just have to go defense and be quick about it. Igor Fraga is already took the lead by having a good improved tuning parts by the usual. Just make it by 4.9 seconds and stay on the third gear. This has got to get back up onto gear number 4. It's going a little bit increase. This might have to take the second position, but the Kenny Kane Suzuki Cappuccino just have to go drive. But maybe I just really might have to come up with something else with the Christmas music that related to the Suzuki Cappuccino. Just like listening to the Christmas music is always about having a good moment of nostalgia favored. So here comes the third and final sector. This might have to get closer now or never. Just have to depend and stay on the second. But 5.2 seconds might have to go decrease for a little bit as the chicane comes in for only one time only. Okay, no speed bump allowed, just make it much more modest and well passive. Okay, Igor Fraga, first position is on you. This might deserve to be having a good earned podium Christmas reward. And I'll have to take the second position and bring out to have checkmark number 2 is in the can. So viewers, whenever you might need to have some K cars, just have to make your own kind of a Christmas themed livery for this year and especially for next year by the upcoming. But by the way, as already took by having one good Christmas livery from the previous year since year 1 and currently to be arriving on year number 2. But the total time in 6 minutes, 48.70 seconds as the fastest lap time I took recently by 2 minutes, 15.24 seconds. But silver on the average, just like having a good song of silver and gold as you already heard from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And there you go, clean race bonus by 28,800 GT credits. But it takes a word of effort to go climbing up and get faster hard to be reached up on first position by any means necessarily to go using up on 4 kinds of K car, especially the Suzuki Jeepney XC. So here is for replay number 2. Just have to go by having a good look or just have to be optional to be on the playback position to go around by the first, second, or third lap. Got to go on lap number 3 or lap number 2 earlier. Okay, here it is right now to be take place in the first sector, arriving on lap number 2 early. But the headlights might be turns out to be brighter out there, so this will give a thumbnail image to have a good look on the Kenny Kane style livery in the Suzuki Cappuccino. That's more like it, and moving on to Tokyo Expressway east clockwise for the Nissan GT-R in race 3. So that's 2 cars used for event by participation, and now this will have to bring out another kind of a Christmas livery to be available by using a Nissan GT-R vehicle if it's going to be the classic R32, R33, R34, or R35. As I'm about to show you guys something to be putting up to have some new additional Christmas themed livery for this year, just to be example on the Honda Civic SIR2 EG model 1993 and Honda S2000 1999. But also to have the Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth 1987 is now being given a good decoration to be styled in the red and green to go festive in the livery. But one more thing for sure, is I just putting up to have a new kind of a Christmas livery on the Jaguar SJR9 1988. But I'll have to try it out and give it much more racing on Group C experience on Watkins Glen International for the round 2 in race number 5. But I'll have to go for it and use the Nissan GTR Premium Edition T-Spec is about to be ready and give it a much more mixture between a swag and a Christmas festive. Recently checked and tested at Le Mans in the WTC 700 just to have one test to be using on the Racing Hard compound tires until I just putting up and re-equip on Sports Soft tires just to have under performance point on 661.37 performance point by adding up with an ultra high RPM turbocharge. But more like it to indeed and give it much more adjustment to go faster up on straightaways just to have a good clean pass and make it for the go. But it takes 4 laps around on east clockwise when entered the Nissan GTR Cup for having a good procedure after Lightweight K Cup at the South District. But the clockwise we'll have to find a good line and give it much more drive for the GTR racing on the T-Spec version on the 2024 model. But if possible, you guys really might need to have your favorite Nissan Skyline or GTR version to go style of a Christmas themed livery for the holiday just for fun and have everything to go for a creativity to have your own kind of a personal design. Then the fun goes on and have the third round will go halfway mark before proceed on to Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix for the Ferrari Circuit Challenge after the third race. So I'll by go and take the 15th position to go line up overtake. But much more designed to go in all-wheel drive and build design as a single kind of a road-going touring car. So I got the 12th position, first sector clear, and what fun is to ride and give it much more all-wheel drive supercar to give a good style of a GTR. But I created myself just to have a fun DIY creativity to see the R35 GTR is very much more festive and awesome. But good thing it takes a lot of work out there to have the next 3 upcoming videos along with the other 3 has now been initially available to watch. So here comes the third sector. Got to keep going and have the gap distance by remain in 15 seconds. And there's Tanaka on the 10th. Just have to keep a good look and have a good eyes on the 2017 or 2024 R35 GTR. Just have to slow down and let the R32 Skyline to be in the 9th position to stay defense. 4th sector on the way. Okay YouTube, play nice. This is all about having a fair race and a fair GTR event. Okay, close call. Now, good clear on the opening. Just have to watch my pace and watch the line. Now blind corner coming in. Okay, very good to be added to the nice list. Now going exit and take the final sector. We'll be at the end. As you can see viewers, the Nissan GTR Premium Edition T-Spec 2024 is now going festive on the Christmas theme style. Much more fun and enjoyable to have your favorite event with your own favorite car. First lap clear, then second lap is going to be much more impressive to go torque up the pace and bring out a good ultra turbocharged RPM. It's only down to 9 seconds left. Just keep calm and make your best nice. Okay, got it switched up and give a good driving on style to have a good sleigh bells on the streets. Okay, got a good eye on M. Simmons at the fort, followed by with K. Yamasaki. They're about to go side by side. R35 GTR takes the fort, so I have to go in there, then overtake the R33 Skyline. Alright. But this livery, as I'm currently using it, just for all the Nissan fans who will be doing a good celebration on the holidays. Just for Christmas, and this livery is only being available for the month of December. It's like I'm just going Saint Nick in the GTR racing style. Okay, Matsuma is on the dirt. Just have to keep it careful and let Asus Willow will have to go opening on second position. He's currently driving on a 2017 Nissan GTR Nismo, so I have to play nice and play fair. Okay, it's almost there on early dusk. Good thing I saw the moon. Hold on, contact call. This can't be good. Let's check the condition on the stats. Okay, proper communication. Looks like turns out well and it's still in one piece. Almost there, viewers. Halfway there is going to get closer towards the end of the second, then moving on to take the penultimate stage on lap 3. But good thing Lucas Ordonez is already took the head start, and that will have a fun is to take in one good one-on-one GTR way. So just have to dashing through the highways of Tokyo Expressway and wait until on to the first turn by coming in at the first sector, then go back on sector 2. But one course all-wheel drive committing on the turns, and nighttime just got here on the main arrival. Okay, there he is right now, down to 2.5 seconds. Got to keep a good clean line and keep a good clean check. But I'm always being the nice good Gran Turismo player for Christmas. I just already got my first Gran Turismo demo. It has now been worked up and get suitable to have a basic to have some more cars by the total of 18 will be set to import to GT7 after my first GT is complete. But it's all about fun, joy, and experience to get to know about the tracks and the cars itself. Okay, here comes the next sector. This will give the yellow GTR 2017 to have a good warm welcome with a festive T-Spec version. So it's time to say ho 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 overtake to Lucas Ordonez and give him a Merry Christmas. Just wait for it and have the final turns to go wait on the brake zone. He took the inside of the apex, got to keep it nice and slow, hold the line, and hold the slipstream to get up on the high torque. Alright, final sector. Then here comes the overtake to say Merry Christmas, Lucas Ordonez, and first place in the lead. Alright, here comes the final lap. This is it. Dirt race is going much more nicer and enjoying. Nighttime comes, and I hope Santa Claus might be coming to Tokyo Expressway to be flying anywhere with the reindeers. Faster lap time update by 2 minutes, 12.024 seconds. As much more possible to say, being misfit yourself, that means you should have to help out with other people instead who just really might need to have some support. Just to have a positive vibe might give a good handful to have some extra support for experience. It's always about helping out each other and give it much more support to the holidays. So I got the good first position and go switch up the passive of defense and have the good round for another time attack. Just have to keep a good sling on the street. So all you guys listening to the sound of the R35 GTR is racing up. Yep, I kinda say I just really have to say racing in Winter Wonderland. But it's not yet to be snow here, but only on Lake Louise long course and some other track layouts. But speaking of which, I might have to say that Lake Louise should be rather to be featured for the Christmas weekly challenges, but the other 4 events, which is very good enough to be driving on the road, but much more enjoyable and have a good Christmas seasonal of the week. Now, time for this final stretch. Got to get up and go faster to have the last sector to go all in and have the T-Spec R35 GTR Festive Christmas will be claimed on the podium. And here comes the final run to have a good crossing the finish line, and fastest lap time has achieved. First place, third check mark clear, and 2 more to go. Now that's what I call a holly jolly Nissan GTR R35. Very much more well passive to see a good festive livery. But it takes 8 minutes, 52.610 seconds, and fastest lap time I took by 2 minutes, 7.433 seconds. But good job, and give a good jolly cheer to have 120,000 GT credit to go for a normal and clean race to be promoted. So that's 200,000 GT credit on the ticket, and have a good look to be in a third person view. Let's switch up the camera and have a good look. See? This is my livery, viewers. I created myself just to have some exterior parts to be customized, and the front grille just perfect, and have the decal on the side that says Merry Dripmas, just like Merry Christmas, and that would be giving a good title in racing. But I bet you guys like it. This is very more awesome, creative, and festive for the holidays. I kinda say it's all about having a DIY creativity to make your own kind of a Christmas themed livery if you're a fan of the Nissan GTR vehicles on the classic R32, R33, R34, and R35. So there you go. Just like that, and give this content replay by number 3. So there you go, and beautiful as a masterpiece. That's only 2 races on Tokyo Expressway and Alsace test course reverse, and that means going back to Europe for Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix layout for the Ferrari Circuit Challenge will be going up on race number 4 penultimate stage. But this will have to bring out to have a good silver and gold Ferrari besides the LaFerrari. But good thing, the 1991 Testarossa as I'm about to go to will be putting up to have some tuning requirement to go with under 700 or less. But racing hard compound tires will be good enough to take on with the F8 Tripudo to have some few parts on the suspension to be fully customized, LSD on the same type, and some other parts including the transmission on racing category. But don't forget, you might need to have some 5 tuning parts is now being listed by install, and bodywork to have some 3 stages in rigidly for the increased body. But don't forget, you might need the brakes and intake and exhaust just to have some few parts will have to go adjusted and make it much more stronger for the 1990s Ferrari supercar. Then it's all set, and give it a much more style of a silver and gold livery for myself will give it much more fine, fantastic to have a good golden chrome style and the decals on the silver. Just much more wonderful to have a good song of a silver and gold, just in case to have a good Ferrari is now being well styled of a retro supercar. Hope I'm ready, but the Group C World Racing Championship will have to wait on event number 5 just to have one event for the Ferrari vehicle will be serving up to go for the tail of a holiday racing. Let's go for the silver and gold Testarossa. We'll be at the ready on the 16th before 3-second countdown. We'll be focusing up and take on with the F8 Tripudo with the upgraded tune parts. We'll be racking up onto the main goal. But this will give a good spirit of a holiday to have a good style for having a one retro supercar to be styled in the golden chrome and trim decal on the silver. Much more said and done. Silver and gold is the extra kind of a Christmas decoration for the holiday. There he is right now on the F8 Tripudo. He's going forward to take the 12th position before coming up by another Testarossa in a yellow color. Just have to take the next turn and go by number 4. Wait for it and go double overtake. Alright, now I'm gonna have to switch up to the interior build and give it much more racing on the retro Ferrari. Alright, that's another part of the Christmas themed race event, but this will have to go down in Ferrari racing history for this part of the weekly challenge. But I'll have to be sure to get strategized and get motion when using the radar to keep it surveillance. But the total gap, just have to keep it ongoing by 24.9 seconds into 0.5. Alright, very nice. Now entered on the dirt sector, then just have to go by turn number 10 through 11 and then 12. Just have to go overtake, then synchronize the corner. Silver and gold Testarossa really got some good tricks and skills will be embraced to have a first hands-on impression. But much more impressive to have some other Ferrari vehicles which might need to have some tuning parts to take on with the F8 Tributo, just like the 458 Italia and F12 Berlin Enta. But not yet at least. Faster lap time will have to wait until the dirt lap will be calling out by the update. But the warm-up, just have to take the first lap, then the second lap will go Q on time attack. Okay, here is Silvestri on another Testarossa at the fifth. He's going on the outside. Now I'll have to take the inside at turn 3. Okay, very much more indeed, and much more handful control acceleration to have a good style for the same Testarossa without some exterior parts. Just make it much more normal and have the headlights to be pop up and make it turn up when the sunlight just come. Just beautiful, and have the chrome to go shine up the bright. It's only down to 4 Ferrari cars to go. Got to keep up and go racing on the clean. Well, I bet some Ferrari fans that just recently created a good Christmas themed livery for last year and especially like 2 years ago. Well, good thing I just remembered back then when I just created a silver and gold Testarossa livery since 2022. But I still kind of love it, and it brings out to have a good extra charm on the decal that has both sides on the Rolex. But I bet you guys see it, just like to have the golden chrome decals on the Michelin and Fanatec. But there goes the Ferrari F12 Berlin Enta on the fourth. Just have to wait and go to the RACC chicane. Just hold it steady. Just wait for the Catalunya to go exit on turn 16. Good clear pass. Now Simon Bishop just took the faster lap time until McFadden took over, until I'll have to take the dirt one, coming in by a minute 59.197 seconds. Halfway there on the dirt lap. Just have to keep trying and gonna have to keep a good improved stable parts on the adjusted horsepower. But suggested just wait until Bendeni is climbing up on the 6th position to go for a quick advantage. Looks like Valente is going on the defense in the 5th position, so I'll have to be on the lookout on the grid. Okay, good grip on the slide. Just have to be mindful and go modest with the acceleration. Simon Bishop overtake, and that means Burr H. Hunter on the Ferrari 512 BB 1970s. So first place in the lead, and Merry Christmas Ferrari, and have a wonderful Happy New Year to go finish until the 5th and final lap at the end. But not yet over, but it takes 2 more to go. Just have to go switch up the gear on number 3. So I wonder, you guys really have to think about create your own kind of a Christmas themed livery when playing on Gran Turismo 7. But still fun, and have a lot of creativity to do a DIY effort whenever you might have to make your own kind of a Christmas themed style livery. For this year, Dai just recently created a Honda Civic SIR EG model 1993 is the first one for this year in 2024, along with a Honda S2000 1999 as well to go for a quick patch of a Christmas themed livery until I'll have to be chosen and pick on the Ford Sierra RS 500 Cosworth 1987. And the other part of the 3 upcoming videos, especially for the Nissan GT-R Premium Edition T-Spec 2024 and along with the Jaguar SJR9 1988 and plus 2 variation on the Suzuki Cappuccino to go for the Kenny Kane style livery just to have the one base white color to be added up with the green or red trims. But much more planful and creativity for myself that I'm just gonna have to keep up and make some more kinds of a Christmas themed livery for this year until next year in 2025. But after all, it's all about creativity to have your own kind of a favorite car just to have some plan to have your own Christmas themed livery by do it yourself. But my own kind of a DIY is all about make your own kind of a Christmas themed livery by every year in Christmas after GT Sport era. But still goes on, and the Christmas spirit for Gran Turismo will always have to continue on. But I can't wait until the next content update until 2025 is coming out to have some 2 cars and the other one which is going to be surprising by the upcoming. So I wonder there might be some more cars will be coming in soon by 2025 in GT7. But we already see the Hyundai electric sedan vehicle which is very much more sporty on the hatchback along with the Genesis brand. But the IQ5 is much more electric hatchback is quite very good to be unique ever since they just created a Hyundai and 2025 Vision GT. But the perfect year and the year title has everything to be predicted according to Hyundai ever since they have been created a Vision Gran Turismo car since Gran Turismo Sport. But it's all true, and that's how the Hyundai N 2025 is a good special kind of an electric vehicle and the Group 1 counterpart to be designed for racing. But a special thank you for Hyundai for making a Vision GT car ever since from the 2010 has everything to be come together so far. So look at the lap viewers. 5th and final lap just made it on arrival and faster lap by a minute 56.150 seconds. Got to keep it modest and go around by the 3rd turn. So I bet my content videos always have to give a good treated to be cared as my own personal toys. But I still love my videos, always have to keep racing on and develop well for every part of the segment will have to be fulfilled for having a lifelong journey. But it's all about fun and respected to have a good care of reputational diversity. That's how my content video always want to have my own toys is a good care of a heart for Christmas. But you guys might have to treat your content videos with some good same thing as I did. So here comes the Trailblazer before the blue zone is coming out towards turn 10. And there's the Ferrari Dino on the 16th position, just on the right spot and go on the main overtake. Alright, there you go. Just almost there. This race is about to be over soon until the podium finish for the Testarossa Silver and Gold will give a good cheer of a Christmas day. But it's not yet until December 25th because today is on December 21st. But I can't wait until the 5th and final round for the 3rd week of the challenge. We'll have to go Group C racing at Watkins Glen International. Full stretch, and here it goes for having a good clear finish line by having a 4 check mark by event number 4 is done and complete. High successful goal and fine average standard to be silver. Now that's a good kind of a Ferrari festive style for the holidays. Total time in 9 minutes, 47.775 seconds, and looks like Bandeni just took the lap time by a minute and 53.610 seconds. So there you go for the FA Tributo just ending up on the 2nd, and the Testarossa with some installed parts will give it much more tune and more improved. Alright, that's a good Merry Christmas on Ferrari Circuit Challenge, and this will give 142,500 credit in clean race bonus. That's a total amount in 89.5 miles, so time to call out on the 4 content replay to be on the pending on contested. Just have to go by 6 minutes and 40 seconds to have a good look and give that silver and gold Testarossa by having a good highlight thumbnail image. Much more beauty and much more save on the average content to have a good share in the future. Okay viewers, I hope this will have to bring out the Jaguar SJR9 98.8 at Watkins Glen, and this will bring out to have a new kind of a Christmas themed festive livery will have to be heading up to America in the East Coast. But I can't wait. This will have to give a good hands-on impression ever since playing on Gran Turismo 5 and Gran Turismo 6. Especially on GT Sport and GT7 as well that I never used before, but maybe just have one Group C race car to give a good Christmas themed festive and have a Racing Soft compound tires to go equipped with a high turbocharged RPM. So it's at 892.98 performance point and adding up by 987 horsepower just like the Mazda 787B as I just raced from Le Mans since round 1. But round 2 for having a good effort to have a Christmas festive when using the SJR9 98.8 is about to go down and have the second round at Watkins Glen International by taking on in 10 lap challenge. Hope I'm ready, and this will give a Group C racing historic moment and have a good cheer of a racing spirit for the Christmas and the competition itself. I still love about Christmas, and I still love about the Group C race car to the day since the 20th century has still remained droppable on any other racing games in the 21st century. But much exactly to be well indeed to have some more requests to have some Group 1 cars that need to have a good Christmas themed livery. So I'll have to get down to it and be ready up for everything to have the last part of the race for the third part of December in the holiday weekly challenge. Then let's do this, and putting up on the 18th position to get ready up and go for 3 seconds, and off I go by having a good start by taking the first turn. Okay, very good position on turn 1. Got the beat behind on B. Jerez on the 17th position. I really hope the XJR9 is giving a good taste of a festive spirit and have a good joy of a competition. Joy to Gran Turismo 7, and the racing is for everyone. Okay, almost there to overtake the Porsche 962C. Back down onto the 18th position to keep a good hold the line and have the outer loop. We'll have to go exit in, then the chute. Got to be mindful. Always have to keep a good competent racing skill set whenever you might need to choose for the Group C cars or any other Group 1 cars as non-canon. Alright, there we go. Right at the 17th position, then going in to take the third sector. Just have to wait, and going on to the 16th position by using the Nissan R92 CP on F Greenhill. But much more exactly when driving on the Jaguar SJR9 is very good to be iconic as a Group C race car since the 1980s of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. With this interior view, this is very much more classic to go by similar along with a Sauber Mercedes C9, Mazda 787B, Nissan R92 CP, and Porsche 962C. But the handling is very well designed to be compared with the other Group C cars when being take part on the FIA World Endurance Championship since the 1980s. Built for design and built for speed. So I got a good push and faster lap time by a minute, 38.988 seconds. Just have to find a good racing line, then drive. Just giving a good line with the SJR9. Going down to 13.2 seconds. got to take the chute and catching up for the other two cars on position 11 and 12. Finally got everything in the bag and just had to give a good joy for the festive livery to stay on the charm. Just only had to keep racing well to stay clean and going right back at the third sector. Alright, car number 2 on the Jaguar SJR988 overtakes, moving on to the 11. Okay, just had to stay on touch of the apex. Got to make sure to keep it nice intact without having a contact by the barrier. Always have to get practice and get much more drill to be shaped up to get a good racing talented on the line. So I really bet that Christmas livery in Gran Turismo 7 always has some good festive creativity for everyone. But just only have myself to give a show and tell to see my good kind of a Christmas themed livery and other kinds of upcoming liveries that I've still been working on by penning. But not to mention that I'm just putting up to have some new additional Dispenser Camp Group 3 cars by Season 1 and Season 2 characters in All-Stars variation. But good thing, everything is gonna have to keep it much more smooth sailing for Dream Art livery style dispenser. We'll have to be revving up to the competition to go in GT3 racing spec competition. Just only had to keep a good watchful eye on the Group 4 cars as I had to plant myself to be penning on upcoming development along with some new characters in Season 4 Dispenser Camp Carnival of Chaos. Okay, gonna have to go on the outside. Just had to make a good clear attempted overtake on a different Jaguar SJR9. But good different livery variation and same car as ever. Alright, that's more like it. Just have to keep moving on and down to 11.9 seconds remaining. Okay, third gear coming up. Now for turn number 11 and 12 to be on the main stop. That should do well. Just bring out the fourth gear up, then fourth lap on the way. As I ever said from the special event just like the Japan Grand Touring Car Championship and DTM. No pit stop at the moment, just to see how fast you are can handle out to have some few opponents with Group C race cars. Okay, here comes the bus stop chicane by the wide open. Got to catch up on Moya and Kondo. They already took the outer loop inside corner. Now a little bit more push to keep it in and keep it careful. Okay, just had to take a good nice clean overtake on the Silver Mercedes C9 variation livery. Now gonna have to catch up to the focus on the livery design Mazda 787B. I bet other Gran Turismo players should have to add the Mazda 787B to make a Christmas themed livery to be added to the nice list. Still popular and being much more sound of the rotary engine, just like the Mazda RX-Vision GT3 concept back from 2022. But it's still there available, but I really have to keep using it at any time. Okay, just have to keep it nice and neat. Just let the custom livery 787B to go first, and the Christmas livery will go second by the 5th lap, arriving on the halfway mark. Still got this one. Always have to keep a good charm and give a good racing Christmas spirit. So here it goes. Just only have one official for the Silver C9 Mercedes and the Mazda 787B as I have to go overtake. Moving on to the 5th. Just have to watch myself and just have to keep a good inside attempted lead to be on the chute. So let's see the number of laps currently to go on number 5. So I bet the current time that I just still get recently to be faster by a minute, 37.822 seconds. Okay, very good. Stacking up the handling respawn on the right. Now, gonna have to deal with a lap. Okay, nice. Now, gonna have to take the final sector. Just wait until the opening to go exiting onto the final corner. So let's go full stretch. 4th lap. 4 more to go. Okay, looks like the spectators are cheering on for the Christmas festive SJR9 viewers. I bet it's going to be the first ever kind of a Group 1 race car is now giving a good joy for the holidays as the Christmas are past. Some say that the modern cars of the 21st century between the 2000s and 2010 are the present, and especially for the 2000 models in the future has everything to go bear in by having a similar title type of a Christmas carol. Well, not to mention that I still really think about the history of Christmas is everything to have some best moments between the past, present, and the future. But maybe you guys really have to go watch some different shows and movies on the Christmas Carol. It's all about having a best memories between the past, present, and something else that might have to go moving on to be in the new way at the future. But joy of happiness always had to be around you, will always have a good heart inside of you. So here comes G Whoop on the 3rd position. I have to go in there and catch up to another Porsche 962C 1988. Alright, that's more like it. Just already here by having a few minutes until midnight on December 22nd. It takes all that hard work out there to have a one-way ticket to succeed by update. Just only one part of the content video, which is actually that might need to get it fixed and make it to be look as new. But still yet apparently that all of my content videos are still yet to be treated as my own personal toys. But I still love my videos. It's like they are my toys. Okay, just have to go by outside. Make it by the outer loop to go in. Okay, so how many seconds on the distant gap remaining? 4.7. Luckily I'm on the 3rd and I see the last 2 Group C cars. Time to go in there and give it much more extra speed and the torque. Oh, and one more thing viewers. Whenever you might need to use the Dodge SRT Tomahawk X Vision Gran Turismo, I bet this should be doing an optional choice of strategy to go faster up and bring out enough speed of horsepower to go quicker on the overtake. But remember, when using a faster kind of a high-speed Vision Gran Turismo race car, just have yourself to be on the main control whenever you might need to go by corner and quicker to have a skill of reflex. Just like faster race cars as Group 1 and other kinds of racing machines just like the Red Bull X 2019 competition and SF 19 and 23 Super Formula. Just 2 more laps to go. Got to keep going and keep up the paces. So I had to intertwine my good racing line expertise and give a good drive and spirit for having a one Holly St. Nick. Just have to keep it careful and go crossing through the apexes, then outer loop, up I go to be quicker to be handful whenever you might need to do the inside. So I had to hurry up and finish the race to be in 3rd place or higher. I bet I can do this, you guys. This race is all about having a cheer of Christmas. But I still have a good heart in me, and I just really might have to open my mind and have a good experience to have a creativity to go celebrate of the holidays. That's how the livery is trying to tell me something. This is where the magic is about to have your mind to go come true. Got to keep a good improve and stay on the line. Last two Group C cars are still for having a main rope at a distance. So here comes the 9th lap. I had to make it. Just make that push and keep up the paces. Okay, that was a close call. Just had to keep it self-control center. And there they are. The last two Group C cars are using the Porsche 962Cs. That's where I'm going to. I really have to win this race in no time. Okay, they already took the dog leg. Just had to keep it mindful and do the outside. But heck, I'm always love to do a lot more practice any way I can to do this to make this part of the race to go perspective and masterpiece is wonderful of success. Okay, Abt and Cullen are about to take the last two positions to go working together as a team. They're about to take the last two turns. Hope I have to be ready, and it's about to go underway to the final lap. This has got to drop the hammer, viewers. Just have to go pull out the strings and pull out the torque acceleration. This will have to give everything all I got so far out there to take. Just give a knee for speed and go slipstream. And here goes the brake zone. Yes, that's more like it. Now, one more to go. This is going to be now or never. I really hope if I had to go in first position, this will give a good cheer on the podium. Okay, close call. Better make sure if I had to keep it good mindful. Okay, a less impatient and strategize patient to be checked. So this is where it goes, and having one good Christmas SJR9 has now going up or having a 10th lap effort to go climbing up in the lead. So this will have to get down and be on the way towards the final sector. We'll be at the finish line. Got to make it. I hope this race is about to be over soon to go for having a good Christmas cheer and solid fine effort on the average. Now for the final stretch. Got to take a checker flag and go clear the podium. Now that's a good letter C for the Christmas Group C racing competition, viewers. First place and 5th check mark has finally success by 100% for a holly jolly miracle Christmas. But sometimes 4 races by having first and the other on 2nd position by silver. But it takes 16 minutes, 6.93 seconds and very good for the fastest lap by a minute, 33.657 seconds on lap number 8. Good job, and a toast for having a good cheer for the holiday miracle to have a 1 average bonus. But consider this to have 140,000 GT credit without having a clean race bonus. But sometimes practice will always have to make it right and get it perfect. And there's the 4-star roulette ticket by complete and a 500,000 Gran Turismo credit. Well, some say that every race will always have to go by having a hard difficulty whenever you might need to pull yourself, whenever you might need to have a good chance of clean racing success. but it is also to have a good nice moment, but sometimes getting a little bit much more challenging when facing up with some stronger opponents during the part of the Group C race on round 2 at Watkins Glen International. So let's get down to do the replay and have a good look to go by a captured thumbnail image to be right over here towards turn number 1. That's good, nice, and second one for the Sauber Mercedes C9 1989. Now that's a good Christmas themed thumbnail image along with the official livery variation for a Group C Group 1 car. Alright, so looks like extra gifts on the campaign is still remain, and that will be the perfect time to go back to the GT garage. We'll be serving up to go by gift of opening. But the rest will have to wait until Christmas Day on December 25th. Just have to keep working on and have more races to be working out by a daily in a single day. But special gift is waiting for me, and this will have to bring out on to have some vehicle import for my first Gran Turismo. But it takes time, but I'm still on the time trial after having some 3 stages on License Center, Music Rally, and races. Now let's have a good look and start out to have some extra payday to go additional to have one of them for the lock-in campaign along with a 6-star roulette ticket in the engine type and 5-star ticket. But talk about having a good additional payday earning to go by over 1 million Gran Turismo credits. Let's start collect and have the other 2 tickets on the star rarity type. Alright, there you go by 67,831,124 GT credit. Now, let's open up the 6-star engine ticket and see what it is. Just give yourself a random choice of pick. And for the 1.5 of the random swap engine is going to be for the Porsche 911 Turbo S Type 992 2020. Alright, very good, interesting, compatible vehicle and give it much more swap compatible engine. Now, 5-star roulette ticket by having a part of the lock-in campaign. Let's see. Okay, well, so much for getting a 1 million Gran Turismo credit, but 100,000 Gran Turismo credit should be doing just fine. Okay, it's gonna be almost to be at 68 million, and that will be quite good to save the rest until Christmas Day on December 25th. Well, it was a lot of fun out there, viewers, and I did good out there for the 3rd week of December. We'll always have to do some more practice and have the scene of perspective to get it right and have everything to become as a content video masterpiece. But it's all hard work and everything is all about be creative to have your own kind. Just like me, I just have to get used to it. It always have to make something else to have a perspective scene of understand to have a good moment of a gameplay that related to have some good road cars and race car in Christmas themed livery style. But I hope you like it, just to have some current ones for the last year and new ones in this year. Especially for the Christmas themed livery on the Jaguar SJR9 1988 is a good kind of a historic Group C race car on the track. But I bet initially to have some other 3 upcoming content videos or more to have some Christmas themed livery across in Gran Turismo 7. So, but I can't wait until Christmas Day on the 25th. We'll have to be ready to go to wrap it up at the end of the video. So remember folks, be good to yourself and be nice to your friends and family. We'll always have a good positive heart. We'll give a good joy, express your feelings, and have a good bonded relationship. We'll be doing a good enough moment to have a heartwarming feeling to celebrate for the holidays. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for a notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DividendArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, Membership is now open to everyone. We'll join to get access per price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help out with the super things as an extra. We'll support and grow. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean, and Merry Christmas everyone!